A beautiful morning to you, beautiful people. This is Morning Charge with Monica Ladejo. I read still from Proverbs 16, verse 2 now. It reads, all the ways of a man are pure in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the spirit. Hmm. Man can judge based on the outward, but God judges from the inward. And all the ways of man, like David said that how can I know my, that a man's errors are hidden to the man. Our blind spot, the things that we do. Sometimes you see it in marriage. Husband is saying, "I don't like this." The wife is saying that the wife is saying that she's being defensive, or the husband is being defensive, saying that you keep saying this and you keep saying it. Because we are blind to our own mistakes, and that's what the scripture is telling us here. The ways of man are pure in his own eyes because he feels that he is right. We always claim to be right, even sometimes when we are wrong, because our blind spots are really blind to us. But we need to trust God. But the Lord weighs the spirit. So there are things that sometimes we even go to God. You're praying to God, I want this, I want a car, I want this sort of woman, I want this sort of whatever. And God is checking you and seeing that, look, for what you're requiring, you're not yet ready for it. It is not time yet. And sometimes the no of God can really be painful, especially when God is trying to mature you and grow you up to let you know that it is not your will that prevails, but the will of God. And that's true in a home sense. It's not the will of the man that prevails, it's not the will of the wife that prevails, but the will of God prevails in every situation. So God is telling us here that be mindful of your blind spot. Commit your ways into the hands of the Lord, because He's the one that sees the heart and He knows what is inside. In verse 3, He also says, commit your works to the Lord, and your thoughts will be established. The Lord has made all for Himself. Yes, even the wicked for the day of doom. So the Lord knows everything. He knows everything. And that's why God is telling us here, commit your ways into